Oh, Stanley Parable, you never disappoint. So here I am just starting up the game, and already I get some sort of fancy Easter egg. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. So it asked me to set the clock twice, and I didn't show this because I'm like, oh, I'm just choosing the settings. Why do I need to put that on YouTube? But I thought it was so weird that they asked me to set a clock for a game that runs on PC and can just get the current time from my computer. So here we are. A lot of people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set at 12 o'clock and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I do. I've been waiting for years for this to come out. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Well, you do. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. Alright, I'll let you get back to the video game now. Thanks, game. Appreciate that. Give me the new content room. I want new content. I want the new stuff. Okay, now we're going for the Minecraft ending.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed
Come on.
the memo.
New stuff. Yeah, let's go.
New content? What does that mean? New content.
I want to get onto that side. Okay, never mind. No video game ending for you. I am hyped. What do you got for me? Let's go. I wonder what engine this is in. Probably Unity? I mean, they could have done it in Source, I guess. I doubt it. Actually, I can find out.
Hello, and
Nope.
thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
This has like Half-Life vibes.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Yep.
After
Wow.
receiving critical and commercial
9
success,
years ago.
It was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable
This is
Ultra
fun.
Deluxe,
I really
a
like this.
reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
That's cool. But if it's a
The Stanley
reimagining,
Parable Ultra
what is
Deluxe
new?
features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
You're right.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable.
This looks really
Ultra
good, dude.
Deluxe.
This is pretty. I like
Well,
this.
sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
So am I, narrator. So am I. These papers have broken lighting. Fix them! 0 out of 10. 0 out of 10. Would not recommend. Don't play this game. The papers are busted.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's
Textures are
just the
nice.
beginning of a
Game devs, if you want just like a
mesmerizing
quick way to make your game look a lot better, give it nice textures. I mean, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet take
adventure. What's
notes.
going on here?
Like your
Should we-
Magnemite has a nice
should we
metallic
be
texture,
moving
but
somewhere or-
the rest of the
here we
game,
go. All right,
not
finally,
so much.
at long last,
At least
it's
the trailers.
on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's
I
do
am
it.
also ready, Mr. Narrator. I've gotten all of the endings on the OG game. I wonder if I could have just like reset over and over until I got to that.
Initial impressions
That might
of
be the
Stanley
case.
Parable Ultra
Oh, well.
Deluxe, mostly tedious.
Yeah.
It's as if
Yeah, I gotta say,
Oh,
refund.
okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Come on, don't make me send this back to Gabe
All
Newell.
right. All right, let's see. It's the
Jump circle.
circle.
They added jumping to this game? This is the coolest game ever! Yeah! Can I... Oh, I can only jump in the circle. That's okay. Look at this! The jumping physics are a little bit iffy, but, you know, whatever. Whatever. Let's do this. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We did it! We did it! We jumped! All of our jumps. This is officially the best version of the Stanley
Is-
Parable.
Is that it?
What else do you
Surely that's
want?
not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
What else do you want?
Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of
You
this
got
game are
jumping!
not-
That's a brand new
It's
mechanic!
just
What's your
elevators
problem?
and jumping. Is
The
this
old
what
one had
causes
elevators, but this one has
exciting new
jumping!
content? If this is new content, then I
It's
could
like
just
practically
read
a
the whole dictionary.
platformer at
There's
this
20
point.
hours of new content right there. I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, Now with over
It would take way more than 1,000
content
hours to count to
and
30
every-
trillion,
Oh, wait,
just so you're aware.
there's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be
There
something
had to be
else.
something
Let's
else.
See it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying the new content. Dude, this was sick! This
Oh,
was
you've got to
sick,
be
I love
kidding
it!
me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy
I'm
video
stuck.
game developers with no respect for their fan base.
I mean,
rush a
they
cheap
did delay this
expansion to
game
market
like
for
4
no
times.
reason other than to
It
make
felt
an
like every
easy
time they
job.
put out an
And
announcement,
don't
it was
get
to
me
say,
started
oh
on
yeah, the
level
game
of
was delayed another
craftsmanship
year.
that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says
Test
Test
achievement.
Achievement. What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally.
Thanks, narrator. Appreciate you.
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content.
I wonder if we're gonna have a... We've got to have a whole bunch of branching paths, right? It's not just like a single
If you're
narrative.
still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No
Yes.
frills, no gimmicks.
Just pushing
Just you and
buttons.
me having a great time together.
Or
that's
that.
all.
That is what I meant.
What do you say, friend?
And here we are, back at the beginning. What say you, Mr. Narrator? What say you? Ooh. This is new. Fix the lighting on your stupid objects. Come on, devs, that can't be that hard, right? Right?
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent.
Oh, this is back to usual
I want to show
content.
you something.
Oh, I don't know, narrator. Seems a little sus, if you ask me. Oh, I hate that I said that. Oh, that's like kind of Portal-y vibes. And, ouch. That's Half-Life vibes. What have you got for me, dude? Give me your worst.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it
Yep.
got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it
Whoa,
away here
whoa,
where game
whoa, whoa!
developers
Why is
don't
my
find it.
frame
That's
rate
our little
tanked?
secret.
Yo, chill. Okay, so I've discovered they added some graphically intensive content to this game. So I had to kill some of my GPU eating background processes,
call
but
it
that's okay.
The memory zone.
The memory
It's
zone.
where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
I'm glad that you're not
Experiences like the launch of
that
the
you're not
Stanley
enjoying your
Parable
life
on
currently.
PC.
This is cool. I like this.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before
This
it was
looks
sullied
really
with
good.
a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched?
Wonder how much
Back
new
then,
content this
video
actually
games had
has.
integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the
This is cool. National Geographic. Good times. Wait, is that the time I told you it was? No, it's not. Why are all of the clocks wrong? Huh. Oh, Mozilla. Neat. And then just pictures of the office. Okay. Oh, one of those, like, first dollar things. This screenshot is illegal. United States government is coming for all of us. Oh, neat. The soundtrack. This is so cool. Yeah, I definitely have that achievement legitimately. I don't remember that one. Huh. It's like a little museum. Cool. We still haven't gotten to make a single choice, but maybe that's not the point of the new content. Is the point of the deluxe version just to, like, rub in our faces how good the original game did?
Games journalism. 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art.
Because didn't they
Stanley Parable
release two
strives,
versions of the
and then
Stanley Parable
succeeds to make
already?
every game
Wasn't there
ever
like an
created.
OG? Yeah, there was an
Did you
OG
hear
one
that,
that was
Stanley?
like
Every
less
game
nice,
ever
and then they
created.
remade it in
That's
Source.
How grand and all-encompassing
And now they've
the
made it again,
original
and whatever
Stanley
this
Parable
is,
was.
probably Unity.
It was literally every game ever
So you've
created.
released this game
It was
thrice.
Skyrim, it was Persona
You better
3,
have
it was
cool
all of
content
them,
for
and
me,
now
because I spent
it's
like
nothing.
$20 on
It's
this.
no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator.
Hey, that elevator was sick! Don't disrespect the elevator. You even have a maintenance tunnel that I can't go down. And papers that don't respect global lighting! Fix your papers! Ah, frustrating. Person of the Year? I assume that's Stanley. Is that lady, whatever her name was? Oh, this is interesting. Is this them developing the game? Huh. Is that the French flag? I see it's 2 doors, but... Oh, did the Collector's Edition have that cool little box? That's neat. Nope, can't go through there. The end is never.
Here's another moving passage.
Ah, yay, Source
this time
SDK.
From GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the
Yeah,
most enjoyable, surprising,
pretty
and
cool.
rewarding choices I've ever been confronted
pretty.
with in a game.
I'll give it that.
9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content.
No, but you're
It
having
just
me play
needed
this
to
on
be
YouTube in
left
the year
alone
2022,
to
so
spend the rest
I
of
would
time
really like
collecting
new
dust
content.
in the hallowed hall of beloved
I mean, this is
video
cool, though.
game
I just don't have a
memories.
whole lot to say about it, because it kind of speaks for itself. People play games because of what they can do inside them, and your game is very good and at letting them know they can't do anything. Literally anything. Thank you, game. Is that where I'm going? The Serious Room, 2013. Interesting. Fascinating. Can't get on top of that. I'm crouching to see if I can, like, jump on top of something. I guess we go back where we came from. What does that say? The greatest
These were
wealth
simpler
is memory.
times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all
Maintenance
over
tunnels.
again. Wait,
Ooh.
hang on. I don't
Ooh.
recall this
Back
part of the
rooms.
memory zone before.
Let's go.
What's this? What's down here?
Ooh, Steam reviews.
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here.
Oh, this is
Surely these
cool.
reviews were
This
good
does
as
look like
well,
Half-Life.
weren't they?
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this
Honestly, I
game at
could
full
not be bothered to
completion.
play this game
Or
to
to full
full
completion.
completion.
The narrator is
The narrator
obnoxious
is
and
obnoxious
unfunny.
and unfunny,
Oh, I guess the narrator is
with
going to read
his
it for
humor
me.
and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining.
Go. You be the Let's
Unfunny.
Player, Mr. Narrator, not me.
Funny.
I wonder if I
Make
could
a
have
serious work
gotten
of
hit by
art.
that.
I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even
Interesting.
imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Lights went off. Well, we can't get back up now. Never mind, yes we can. Okay. This is cool. More Steam reviews, I like it.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I?
Sorry, that was
You
just
can tell
pretty
me if
funny.
I'm
I loved
preachy,
the...
honestly, you can. Oh, goodness.
Preachy?
This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be
I like
honest,
the rain.
had
I
always
love
thought
rain in
of the
games.
game's dialogue as being rather
I also like
terse to
snow
begin with.
in games, but I
Can't
don't
know
like
how much
ice.
fluff I cut from the
Because
game
ice
to make
levels
it
are
feel as
annoying,
light an
and they
area
ruin
as
the
it-
physics
well,
of whatever
once
game they're
it
part
could
of.
be. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I
Well, they are
feel
Steam reviews.
like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
I remember the gaming pretty revolutionary, but that is just me. This is way cooler. I appreciate that we broke out of the office a little
What's this
bit.
one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long.
I mean, my only complaint with that is that, like, having a commentary when the main point of the game is someone else talking makes it a little difficult to commentary-ate about it. Not nearly as bad as visual novels, though. Because that, it's just the content doesn't exist. Here, I can ignore it.
Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Great. I'd like to jump off and swim. And we're back in the office. Well, let's go ahead and slam that skip button and see what happens.
Give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you.
That was pretty funny.
Oh, you're back.
Sorry, I had to see what would happen.
In time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes.
I'll let him talk
and
for now.
ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I
kind of want to know what happened, but I just had to see. I had to try it and see.
Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe
I wonder what would happen if I just let him keep going.
Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me.
Oh, I bet you he's just going to repeat it.
So my theory is that.
But you know, I want to hear it. I want to hear it. Let's see.
Is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice.
Okay.
That is to say,
That's
if
fair.
by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being. Then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice
No,
to
that's
which you've
stupid.
ever given your great gift of mortal
That
and
doesn't
yet
make any
timeless
sense.
thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact...
Okay, we're good.
Well,
We're good.
there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a
Just
thoughtless
call me
display of
sport.
self-absorption,
You're not my
it's right at
dad.
your fingertips
I
to go
hope.
poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9
Oh, is that the
will
person
say
left the
about this,
review?
and whether they'll edit the
Oh, that's pretty
rating of
funny.
their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place. I guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works. Perhaps that would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after
This
seeing
is a
this
much more
exciting new
interesting rant than the
technology at
last
work,
one.
Surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it
Oh,
possible
no.
to edit one's review.
Oh,
merely
no.
Because of this very situation.
Valve,
Yes,
you've
I
been
think that's
challenged.
quite likely.
You
Or
have
perhaps
the
just to give
opportunity
this particular user the
from the
ability to
developers
change
of the
their
Stanley
review so that
Parable.
the feature is not widely abused.
Ooh.
Look, I would even be okay with Steam altering this particular review so that it reads as something more beneficial. Something along the lines of, this game is the best game. Let me start.
No, that's
over.
pretty good. That's good.
How
Good
about
start.
this?
Good start.
From the ashes of depravity. Rises the
Interesting. I
phoenix
wonder
of
why you
quality.
repeated.
How else to
Did
describe
we
the Stanley
cross
Parable
one of the
Ultra
skip
Deluxe?
thresholds?
Such a revolution.
Let's just go ahead and
Okay,
do this.
welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last
Oh, the clock. The clock.
say maybe 30, 45
It
minutes.
is 2.
Unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so
2:13.
much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button
2:13.
again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here?
Oh no.
Door, Gary.
Oh no.
Wasn't there a door that led into this
We're
room?
doomed.
I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think.
Is this
one
like
came
just
into
a
room without a door of
visual
some sort,
novel,
a
except
window
you're
or
reading it
something
to
like
me
that?
at this point?
Do you see a window
An
there?
audiobook,
A
even?
porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall? I'll take any of these. All I want is for us to move on and to please step away from the skip button to go anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before.
Okay.
Stanley, please don't push the button
It
again.
is?
It's been 12 hours.
Oh, I was gonna say the time is
You've
the
just been
same.
frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my
Cool.
God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely
It's like that one episode of SpongeBob where
I've looked at
Squidward
it
goes
from
into the
every
future.
angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door. Oh, Stanley,
Why?
you're back.
Oh, the plant
You're
is dead.
back. Oh my goodness, I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time.
Oh, this guy's
just
going
sitting here,
crazy.
Not a single person to speak with. And
Why-
you'd think that
oh, I
that's
like the
just
yellow
how
light.
it's
That's kinda
always
cool.
been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing.
Why are you still
Don't
talking
you think that
if you
it's
know that I'm
exactly
frozen?
the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking?
Little bit.
But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing.
Aha, that's where you're
I'm
mistaken, Mr.
realizing
Narrator.
that I needed
I
to
don't
know
listen
that
to you
someone was
anyway.
listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which
Oh,
my
I'm sorry if
words
this
were
is
moving.
annoying. I
It
just
was a
do this when
vessel
playing
I needed,
games.
Stanley.
I kind of
Yeah,
forget
I'm
sometimes that
sorry.
other people are
None of
watching
that
me
matters anymore.
aimlessly move
I'll
around.
Give it all up. I'll give up every branching.
Okay. It's been 17 years.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after
Ooh.
a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you.
Yeah, I'd love to know.
To begin with, there is only regret.
Yeah?
There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities.
I can buy
I
that.
felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley. Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to
You can
undo
reset the
past.
game, buddy.
And when that feeling
You have that
becomes
button
subside,
available to you.
What took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of it
That's
collapsed
rough.
down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it.
I'm
I
about
could
to
do
go
nothing but
forward
wallow in it for
like
what felt
50
like an
years.
eternity.
Although
What I
the
now
distance
know was
between
far
2
less.
weeks
You see, it was
and
revelation
a year
for me. It was unlike
plus
anything I had ever known.
is
It was a space without
pretty big.
consequence, without
If we do that
action
again,
or
it'll be like
outcome.
1,000
It was
years.
divorced entirely from the question
Now it'll
of
be like
free
50
will
years.
that you and I have squabbled over for so long. There could be no one ending, no singular outcome of events.
Okay.
Not if all events exist.
That's awesome, dude. Hello? Hello? Mr. Narrator? Hello? Oh, the fire alarm is out of batteries. This is awful! Stop it! Oh, the clock fell. No, this is killing me.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition.
No, it was supposed to be
But where
funny.
are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, "Entertain us." It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs
Are you still
down
on
review
that?
and
Come
make
on,
all
dude.
of their pitiful
It's been like a
demands. But
bajillion
then,
years.
He's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us. Now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency. It's the lack of account.
Hello? That's still there.
The end is never the end, is never the
Hey, he sang the thing.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the
How many
end,
years
is
has
never
it
the
been?
End is never the end.
What else is new about this? Like, if this is getting longer every time, this narrator is got to have just lost it. Oh. Oh. Oh, we can wait for the entire building to deteriorate. Hey. Look at us being smart about playing our Stanley Parable. Look at that sunshine. This is pretty cool. I will admit, this is a pretty neat little thing. Come on, building. Fully deteriorate. Now this is just Portal 2. Oh, it has music. Honestly, if we could jump and grab properly, we could get out of here. This is absolutely escapable. But I guess I could hit this again. Oh? What? Is it night? Oh. I don't like that. Narrator has left me. I'm just here giving commentary. And the world has turned to darkness and death. Creatures have taken over. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Will I be able to hit the button from the ground? What happened, dog? Whoa! Now this is what I call a free roam game. With open choices, I can go in any direction to infinity with nothing in it. The ground texture is a little bit repetitive, but that's okay. I would have changed the... You can see the lines forming. I would have changed the ground texture a little bit, make it a little more random, but whatever. They didn't ask me to develop this game. Bye. Could I have climbed up on top of that? Nope, 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 nope. Nope, that would be too long. I'm just going to keep walking into the distance and see if we come across anything interesting. Oh! What is this? Loading. What have you got for me, game? Show me the way. Is that it? Is that all the new content?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Is
Perhaps
this
he had simply
all
missed
the
a
new
memo.
content? Well, on the bright side... Ooh.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to
Thank
show
you. I would like to know exactly what it is that you have to show me. I mean, it has a little... It's lost a little of its charm without the multi-decisions. Like, it still has time to show those again. But, that being said, I do think that the writing is as clever as ever. So, I will give them props for what they have written thus far. And it let us skip the little intro thing, so that's nice. The original game had some amount of redoing
You
the
see,
same
Stanley,
content over
I've
and
been
over.
reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how
That so?
roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to
I
be.
wonder how
The
much
original
new
Stanley
content they've
parable was a
actually added.
landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy.
Yeah, I agree.
So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it
Whoa,
one step
whoa, whoa, whoa,
even
whoa, whoa.
further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Hey! The Stanley
Yes,
Parable
you see,
2.
Isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few
Yeah.
minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience built from
go.
the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions.
Is this a ruse, or are
is
you
what
serious?
Fans have truly been asking for.
I mean, pretty much. Photos, officepainting.tga. What is it?
Calling it a Stanley
.tga
Parable
file.
2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
I mean, yeah.
Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean?
I
But
like
the
this.
Stanley Parable 2. Now
I just
that's
really
an
like the
artistic
liminal
statement
space
right
that is
there.
offices
It's
for some reason.
future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term.
They're
franchise
back!
potential.
2 doors! Woo! More TSP, better TSP, win-win, sequential mindshare, paradigm shift, synergy, brick-and-mortar approach, envelope, client-centric marketing, the color red, leverage, holistic value. I love the buzzwords. That's fantastic. Oh, is this, like, LibreOffice PowerPoint? I think it is. Thanks for attending my meeting. I appreciate the Comic Sans, that THANKS. Actually, this whole font is Comic Sans here at the bottom. I have a weird superpower where I can just sniff out Comic Sans from a distance. I don't know why. I love Comic Sans, though.
Now, to be
Unironically, I
haven't
just like the way
quite
it
nailed
looks.
down what exactly the Stanley Parable
It might be
2 is
post-ironic,
going to be,
honestly.
But let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
Who took the red marker?
But
Me.
if I can loosely
Oh,
organize
what a
handful of
Chad.
Interesting concepts, that surely the game
Ew,
will sort of
Scrum?
naturally spring up around
Ew,
it. It'll all
Agile.
work itself out.
Agile
Game
development.
is much more
Awful.
of a fuzzy magic than anything
Sequels
scientific or
are
logical,
good.
really.
Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2, Divinity Original Sin 2, Doom 2, Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar, Dark Souls 2. That Aladdin 2, dude, that was crazy. Sway to the show floor. I want to go to the darkness world. New features. This is so cool. I love these set pieces. If nothing else, I'll give you this is just, it's fun like in the way a Disney ride has been fun. I'm enjoying going through. Ooh. This is so pretty.
Go on, try out some of the new features.
The reassurance bucket. Collectibles. Exclusive, the button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. That's new. Okay, okay.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself,
Personalization.
what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer
Wonder
is
if
that
I
they
can,
want
like-
to be individually recognized.
Hey, look at
and
that.
validated
Look at what
as
we can
people.
do.
So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button, which speaks the name
That's
of
pretty
the
funny.
person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, that's fantastic, dude. I'm really... Ooh, who are the users? Who are the users? Who are those users? I want to see the users, dude. Show me the users. Ah, I can't read it. That's unfortunate.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now,
Thanks, man.
the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name. you
Legend.
choose. Here, let's have you role play as Jim.
Oh,
to
I
really
get it. It's
celebrate
like
the
a
full
corporate
experience of
like
this
idea
feature.
pitch
Just
meeting.
play along. I promise you'll love
Where you're
it.
like, listen to this.
Okay,
Think about
here we
this.
go.
Think about how
Let's take a
cool this
deep
would be
breath,
if your name was
clear your
Jim.
mind, forget
It
who
reminds
you
me
are,
of,
and
I saw
simply
this,
become a person
I guess
named
this was like
Jim.
years ago.
I want
uh,
you
a-
to imagine yourself living as
Living
hold
as
on. I
Jim.
wasn't finished setting up the
That's
backstory.
fine.
If
It
you
was like this
properly
meme, and it
roleplay
had,
Jim,
your
then
pin
you'll never
is
understand the
2184,
impact of this button.
and it was
Otherwise,
like
it's just a stupid
1 out of
button that
every
says somebody
10,000
else's
of you
name.
just got
Okay, we're doing it
absolutely
again,
freaked
and
out by
time,
this.
Let me finish first. Now,
Let me
allow
push the
yourself
button.
to
Let me
become
push the
Jim.
button.
All right, fine, whatever. It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of here. I'm done with this button. Why
I'll
don't
push
you
it
go
again.
humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on?
Aw, poor narrator.
See, if you'd only played along, that would have been your name the button says. But no. Instead,
That's not true. You can't do
I
that.
can't even think about it. I'm taking the Jim button away.
No! 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 Don't. Why'd you just... Come on, game devs. Don't just, like, pull things through the floor. All you're doing is translating, like, the X coordinate or the Z coordinate or something. Do something fancy with it. Have, like, a little plate open up. I do enjoy voids of light. Makes me feel isolated in this building, which is the point. What else do you have
Maybe
for
I'll
me?
only let people named Jim play the Stanley Parable 2.
I mean, that would
They
work.
would appreciate what I've created here.
Epilogue?
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley?
Okay, so you don't actually have the
yes, it would go at
content.
the end of the, well, we'll figure that
You're
out
just,
later.
this is just pitching ideas for what you want to go into the content. I see your game. Infinite Hole, Settings World Champion. I love settings, dude. Oh. Well, never mind. I want to go to the Infinite Hole. Stanley Parable 2, free, new, and easy achievement. It just works. I love this, like, stock photo of a dude. I want the
Now,
achievement.
here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well,
Yeah.
I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You
I
see,
mean,
you
I
all
can
come to this
also do
lever,
that
and when you pull it, the
by
achievement
just
will be given to you.
scripting.
It's as simple as that. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology
Aww.
that will exist. Right now, the
This is
achievement
such
still
such like a
fully
new
broken
game
and will
developer
withstand
thing,
standard.
or honestly just
But I
a software
guarantee it will
developer.
be fixed in the sequel to at
But this
last
is like
satisfy the
something that you
hordes
would do
of
right out of
ravenous
college.
fans
That's
all over
funny.
the world
That's
who will be
funny.
uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
That's funny. Bye. I want to go back to the shifting sandlands. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's with this darkness area? Too bad. I was hoping for a secret back there. No such luck. Stanley Parable 2. New features, new content, new game. So there's no actual game here, just the
What else?
idea
What
of a
other
game.
exhibits haven't we seen yet?
A lot, I think. The jump circle! Let's go! Let's go!
Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's oh wait. You
I'm out of
already
jumps.
spent all your jumps the first time
Ah!
you saw the circle.
No.
Oh well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
Sadness.
Okay, I'll be honest,
Ooh,
I haven't yet
concept art.
decided on this one.
Except I think they just use
that
like
in
a
the new
hardline
version,
filter.
The office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Get Well Someday is probably my selection here. Oh, was this already here? Oh!
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which
True.
one you actually really wanted all along.
That's
Happy
actually really
12th
funny.
birthday, step-niece,
It's like when they say, if you don't know what choice to make, flip a coin. And then you'll know
Or actually,
when it's in the air what
maybe
you
I should have
actually
gone with-
want.
No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Good for you, narrator. I want the infinite hole. Where's the... I want to go to the reassurance bucket first. What is the reassurance bucket? This t-shirt is the best new feature. They better sell these. I saw the new content. That's funny. They've got to have a store where they sell those kinds of shirts. That if they don't, that's a crime.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical.
Paradoxical.
That it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless
Reassurance
despair in those who
bucket.
played it. Well,
Where
I'm
is it?
happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable
Where is it?
Reassurance Bucket.
Where is it?
You see, Stanley,
Oh.
anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease
that so?
will fill your mind and your heart. It's true.
Can I hold the
As
bucket?
long as you hold onto the bucket, the many disorienting
Can I hold the bucket?
contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting.
Cool, let me hold the bucket.
You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient
I would
solution
like to
for
hold
me
the bucket,
than
Mr.
actually
Narrator.
redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Bucket, 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 bucket. Hello? Oh, I had a cough. What?
Can you feel it?
What?
The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma?
Charisma, is that so?
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Thanks, Mr.
The
Narrator.
benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they? All this and more await you in the
So I just get to hold this now?
Too.
Is this just the game? I guess so. I guess I just get to keep the bucket. That's pretty fancy. Even though it's eating now like a 16th
Does
of my
anyone
screen.
give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Let's see. I want the infinite void. The infinite hole! Here we go! Let's go, dude. This is the one I'm most excited about. Space-time, future, past, falling. Oh, that's an interesting concept. That we're constantly falling through time. Opening, rim, Depth infinite surrounding area. Huh. More hole, infinity. Science. Educational use only. I like it. It just keeps going. I like it.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond
I'm fond of it too, dude.
Before in a video game.
I
This is
don't know if I'd say that.
a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games is a... You see? Isn't it wonderful? One of my more
made a mistake.
concoctions, if I do say so. Now then,
I've made a
since
mistake.
You've gotten to see the infinite
We're not
hole,
falling.
you can
The
press the teleport
spot
button
isn't
to
going
pop
anywhere.
Back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
I think they're playing a shepherd's tone in the background.
Now, I don't mean to be a
Yeah,
bummer,
yeah, that's a
but
shepherd's
I do
tone.
recommend you use the teleport
Nice.
button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of
Why?
falls.
Why? Why is that, Mr. Narrator? No, the dot is getting smaller.
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerate.
Oh, really? Is there a
the
bottom?
nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be
I want to
certain,
hit the bottom.
It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is.
I also want to see
Is
that
it
dot go away.
infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition.
Well,
of
okay, fair
infinity.
enough. There are a
From
couple
one
different ways to
perspective,
define
the
that.
Infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a. Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom.
Looks
of
like
the
we have
hole.
Shell's
You
long fall
found me
boots or
out,
something.
Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever.
Cigarettes.
I think the issue here is just
Thanks,
that
game.
you're unusually fascinated by falling.
You're not strictly wrong. I mean, I can't necessarily argue with that.
Anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean.
No,
Why don't we just
no,
put
just
all
you.
this behind us and agree to just call the whole mostly infinite? If that works for you,
Sure,
then
sure.
go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole, and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
You gonna say anything else? Is this the end? The end is never the end is never the end.
Great.
Okay.
Now, I'm very excited to show you. Oh, for heaven's sake! I was right. The problem is you.
That's
The
great.
problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal.
That was
Normal
great.
person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of...
It's shorter this time.
Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but
Wouldn't
feel
you-
like
what
you
do-
spent
what do
a
you
little
know,
less time in
Mr.
there than
Narrator?
before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled.
Yeah,
I really
so.
do have so much more to show you and to talk about. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this
And
starts
we're
to
pretty
become
close
a
to the
thing
bottom, I think. Yep.
Wow. Okay.
This is cool.
I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite.
I wonder if this is one of the
but that it's
endings.
growing
I hope it
steadily
is.
Less and less infinite.
Less
I suspect
infinite
that I'm
every
starting to
time.
hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinite.
No, you can just call it
even by
deep,
the lax
honestly.
overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have
Yeah,
no
you're gonna have to watch out
explanation
for
the
that
uncertain
false
nature of the
advertising. You don't
hole's
want the
nature.
FDA on you.
Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top.
Hey,
and we'll
now
see
we're
if
in
it
this
gets any
together.
shorter. Well, there it is. The shame of my lies. How is this still appealing? I know you're obsessed with holes. but
Whoops,
at
I didn't
this
think that
depth,
would cut 'em
I
off.
just can't
That's my
see the
bad.
scratching the
I
itch.
did not mean to do that.
Oh, who am I to judge? You just do what.
No, 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 let me out.
Do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
Oh no.
The,
Oh
teleport
no.
button not working.
I'm in trouble. Put down the bucket. Put down the bucket.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It
I'm
was
sorry, that's
working just
probably
a
annoying.
moment ago. Try
I
it
guess
again.
I will. Oh,
Still nothing.
nope.
Well, I suppose.
Nothing
there's
at
one
all.
thing I can do to fix this.
Don't restart the game.
Goodbye, Stanley. You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever
No!
hope for. It's a
I
win
regret
for
my
everyone.
decisions.
You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else.
No!
Take care, Stanley. I
No!
hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity.
No! Mr. Narrator, come back. Come back. Come back. I'm stuck. Oh, what's going on? Is this gonna break? Scary noises are happening. Spooky sounds are resonating in my ear holes. What's the deal, game? Oh, we're going down! Goodbye! Goodbye! Alright. How deep is this gonna go is the question. And is it going to speed up? The music has gotten louder, that's for sure. But is this going to do anything for us? Or are we just going to be sitting here, gradually descending across space and time? Whoa! Whoa! Look, it's us! Still not a very nice model, but whatever. This is pretty sick. I can't move around like this, but whatever. Change your perception. I was changing the music. Oh, interesting. So it's talking about how the music changes how you perceive this to be. So this is like the first one, it was scary, then it became like actiony, and now it's just you're crazy. Okay, fascinating. Whoa, what is going on? Okay. Hey, puppies! I hope I don't get copyright claimed for any of this music. Okay, this is kind of fun. Okay, I want to go back to the this one. This is the angle to be at. I have no idea what's going on. This is kind of insanity. Hey! Oh, okay, I actually have one of those that's 3D printed, and it's sitting on my desk, and it looks really cool. So I recommend doing that, because it's like cheap. If you have access to a 3D printer, of course.
Stanley? Stanley?
Mr. Narrator. I want to be in the sea of blood. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa,
It
whoa.
seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland.
I guess I did.
Don't have that, Stanley. Because
Can
this
you let
hole
me
is
out?
just so darn fascinating.
Oh,
I want
you
to be
jerk.
wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really
Come
truly
on, man,
focused
come
on
on.
the hole?
Come on, don't do
From
this.
the looks of things,
Let me out.
You and I will have many, many years here in this hole.
Come on,
And
Mr.
I'm looking
Narrator.
forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle pip.
Toodle pip? I guess that's one way to do it. Okay. So I'm just chilling here. Oh, is it over? Is the game, is that one of the endings? Was the whole ending the thing? Oh, no, 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 it's not.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Okay. So we got to the mostly infinite hole. I assume that's kind of one of the endings. Collectibles. There's not... Oh, there's so many things. Okay, there's an exit here. We have 2 more features. I just want to try to get everything, and I know we're running way over time. I'll probably split this into a couple of episodes, but this is neat.
Collectibles. Now it's
I want to
real
collect
video
the
game. In the
endless
Stanley
power
Parable
of the
2,
sun.
You'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting
Yep, that
all
sounds
of
about
them.
right.
I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up.
Fair
You
enough.
simply collect all of them.
What's with
and then you
all
move
of
the
the
hell on with your
statues?
unremarkable life.
Are these going to start running after me? Oh. Would you look at that? Looks like an amiibo. Can you find them all? Cool.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
Oh yeah, I hate it. So I recently beat Shantae, and if you collect all of the keys, you get infinite magic, which, if you have the invincibility spell, just makes you invincible, and it was awesome. Like, I really love rewards like that.
Ready to move on now?
Yeah. What's the briefcase? Yeah, so that was a really cool way to reward it. Like, the final boss, I'm sure, would have been very difficult if I didn't have that, but I had, like, the kill everything on the screen spell, and also the don't take any damage spell, so I was in pretty good shape.
What do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single.
No, I trust you. I'll fund your project.
I feel it in my soul. It's going to
$2
work.
million
There's
just for
definitely a
you.
Good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
I just went through the velvet ropes. I wish the collision was a little more consistent, but whatever.
Are you ready? Here it is.
Let's do it. Let's do it, dude.
You the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh, I appreciate the trombone in the background.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
Okay. I trust your creative
Yes,
genius.
This is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2.
What have you got for me? So 2 secret achievement
Who am I kidding,
machines.
Stanley? This isn't a coherent
The balloons
video game at
that
all.
we
It's a lot
didn't
of
select.
gags.
The hole, I
And
like
I do
that.
very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
This is a fun commentary on the game that we're
more
playing.
than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait. Maybe
Is this
that's
all a
it?
joke about how I haven't
I
gotten to
can
make a
take the
single
original
choice so
Stanley
far?
Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it.
Oh,
This,
yep.
of course,
Look at
with
that.
respect, with care for the vision and integrity of the original game.
This is cool.
Would it possibly work? I suppose it could, but it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen
Yeah, that's
that
what we
says
need.
with bold and uncompromising conviction, this is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up.
I like the infinite void of grayness. Usually it's dark,
Take a
so
look.
it's a nice little change. Okay, this is interesting. So is the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe actually the Stanley Parable 2? Is that the idea? Is this secretly a sequel? Because if so, that is sick. And this is scary. Red light is always scary. Ooh, and it's like like space shifting. But that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll probably finish this out next time. I've enjoyed myself so far. Let me know what you think down below, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.